enjoy that?
I want to do the
No. It's my clap. I do really want to give you the clap.
I think I'm fine.
Hello and welcome to episode 2 of FERRI Unfiltered.
I'm Kate crashing this week.
I know. Welcome to my beautiful, wonderful first guest.
It's not going to get any better than this, is it?
It's not, that's it, we've peaked. That's it. 2 episodes in and that's us, we're done.
That's you. You may as well just cancel the show now.
Fuck it, that's it, it's finished. That's it. On to the next project. So,
oh no. I just keep going with the podcast.
So, how do you feel being my first ever guest?
Well, I don't really have any option to do it, but I'm quite excited about it.
You know, it's an exciting time. So, I've been obviously wanting to do this podcast for a wee while, and obviously we're in lockdown.
Mm-hmm.
But I do believe you are the best guest to have as my first guest. Because I think it's good because we have many adventures to share.
Mary.
And if this goes well, Laura, this is your city like trial. And if this goes well today, then
Get me back.
I'll get you back.
Right, I need to be good then. I need to try and beat the training.
No pressure. So this is good.
You're the funny one, so this has pressure.
And as you can tell, and I'm not funny. So this show's going to be terrible. So what we're going to do is I've actually took notes today, Laura. I thought we could talk about what we were going to plan to discuss. So what I wanted to discuss was how and when did we get together?
That's a complicated story.
Okay. So yeah, this is what we're planning on doing today. We'll tell you a wee bit of the structure of what we're planning on doing.
Nick, go on.
Okay, so I'm planning on how we got together,
Mm-hmm.
as much as we can basically share. Then I'd love to talk about our lead up to travelling, so maybe some of the things we've done.
Mm-hmm.
Then I would love to tell you some other wee stories, and I'd like to finish with a wee story for you.
You love a story.
I do.
Sophia loves a story.
I do. I know, we all love story. I love a story. And then I'm going to ask you a couple of questions at the end, which I'm going to start doing with my guests. So I'm going to start asking my guests some questions. Cool with this? You ready to rock and roll?
I'll be a good guinea pig anyway.
Aye, definitely. Right, we're always trying things new. Hello. Right, so... right, so, Laura, when did we meet?
We met in 1998.
Mm-hmm.
1D3, 1P5, Belsall Academy.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know
You didn't know that?
that. No, right, so we met at school.
You're rubbish with years and stuff.
I'm terrible with years. 1998. So,
Centenary year.
to be fair, I mean, we went all the way through school together, and we didn't actually get together officially. I mean, we were off and on, not in a bad way, just we were like ninjas. But we more or less, when you were 20 and I was 21.
Yeah, just when you were round about your 21st.
Technically, I was 20 as well.
No, it was just like round about your 21st.
See, you think about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be then, that'd be like 14 years, because my birthday's at the end of the month.
Oh, in case anybody doesn't know.
Tiffany's
Tiffany's birthday is the 27th of June.
27th of June, guys, just saying.
He loves a card.
Send me a card, man. Send me a card. So we've been together for like 14 years. Officially.
Mm-hmm.
Unofficially, probably longer.
We'll just leave it at 14
Yeah,
years.
we'll leave it at that. Okay, so we got together. We finally got together, and where was the first place we went?
Toys R Us.
It actually was Toys R Us. That was the first place we went on a wee romantic date.
Where was the first place
I'm actually talking about like a holiday. That's what I was talking about.
We didn't really actually go on a holiday because we went like city breaks. We went to Paris first.
Mm-hmm.
Aye, but we only went for a couple of days.
Now there's a wee story about. Remember we went to Disneyland.
When we went and jumped the train, we didn't even realise we'd done it.
How much did it cost us to get to Disneyland?
€1.
€1. No, that is so dodgy. We just dodged everything, didn't we?
Well, I think we thought something wasn't working. Did we not just jump?
My wallet. That's supposed to be working. But
and we didn't realise till we get back that we went and dodged €30 or something like that. Aye, because apparently it's dear to get the train to Euro Disney.
Aye, so there you go. And our favourite
apparently we missed like half of Disneyland anyway. We only went to the show.
So we went there.
We
Then
were all Rains.
where else did we go together?
We went to Rome. You took me there for my 21st.
I did.
Still one of my favourite cities in the whole world.
As fuck. Smooth as fuck.
You were smooth.
Smooth as fuck. We also that time remember we were getting the taxi and the guy did a couple of laps through the building and we thought he was taking us miles away because we thought the hotel was miles away.
We got
and
to,
it wasn't.
Where
was it?
Round the corner. It was a 2-minute walk and it cost us €20.
20 euros. Bumping bastards. You know what I mean?
We've learned a lot since then.
We have. So after we done that, before we went travelling, we both went to Ibiza.
In 2 separate holidays. Same hotel.
But
And the hotel and the plane that Chris came in, I left in.
But we got some cracking deals, so me and the boys get some good deals because Laura and her pals bought everything, and when we went, they gave us discounts for everything because you bought that much. And
you got our Lilas.
Yeah, win-win situation for the lads.
And we had like figured out all the good places to go for eating and all that as well before you got there.
Yes.
So really you get a better deal than we did.
We did. We got a cracking deal by the way. So it was so good. So we done that, and then
I think you get better weather as well.
we did actually.
It was cloudy the whole week we were there.
I came back with a nice tan. Because I used to sleep at the pool. I didn't bother going to bed. I just went straight to the pool. So we done all of that. Now, obviously, on the lead up to it, we've had different jobs. I think we should bring you on and we can talk about your whole job things and that. But then we could waffle on for ages. And I do enjoy waffling. Not a waffle. But I do enjoy a waffle actually. But anyway, what we're talking about is work. We work together as well.
Yeah.
In
QuickFit, short period of time. I am not a salesperson and I never will be.
Yeah, we got a cracking on this. See, in QuickFit, it was a call centre and you sold car insurance. As Laura says, she wasn't the best with sales. I was good
at the customer service part, and I just couldn't sell. I'm not a hard seller at all.
But basically, you get £1.50 for recommending a friend. She was my friend that I recommended. So we get money. So basically what we done was we used that money and we banked it and we put it away and we used that for our travelling. And it meant Laura never had to be any good at sales. Well done.
No, just as well.
Well done. So, what we've done is we've got to our travelling. We're leading up to travelling now. It's going to be good. Now we went to STA, student travel. We booked everything, and then we set off when?
The 8th of June, 2009.
It's mental, isn't it?
I know.
See, you think
it doesn't seem like 11 years ago. It's crazy.
I know, but I think it's quite good we're doing this now because we're actually talking about travelling again. Because I found my journal.
But it's mental about how things have changed, even like technology wise, like since we were there.
Well, we couldn't video anything. Everything was through Skype.
Yeah, we had an actual camera.
Dial-up internet.
We had to go to cyber cafes whenever we had to talk to our family. No such thing as FaceTime.
So we did all of that.
Back before you knew that Apple existed. Apple was out because there was the big Apple computers at school. Remember the colourful ones?
Oh, I remember them. So we went travelling. Now we hadn't been a big holiday together.
No.
We hadn't been any 2-week holidays, nothing like that. We just literally went straight for it, man.
Sink or swim.
It was sink or swim. To
be fair,
it worked out great. It worked out really good. So we done that. We booked our holiday. We booked our whole journey. And what we're going to start with telling you a bit about is Thailand. So that was our first place. We never seen London or anything like that. It was one of our. We used to go down to London, fly to London, change,
and then
we went straight to Bangkok. Now Bangkok was like a brick to the face, man.
Right.
That was.
Both of us had only ever experienced a package holiday, so getting chucked straight into Bangkok was definitely a shock to the system.
Aye. I mean, see,
we were only Rains. We were only 22.
22. Our hotel was an absolute dive. It was the pits. And then we were like, I'm eating in the streets. I'm not eating in the streets, like licking the pavements. I wasn't going to eat the street food. And then by like the second night in, the street food is the best food.
I realised that the street food was the best food.
Easily the best.
And so cheap.
So cheap. So cheap.
We didn't eat the bugs or anything like that.
No, I didn't eat
it. It was like deep fried cockroaches and Calcine Road. We didn't eat anything like that.
We didn't eat that. But we nearly died.
We did nearly die for a handbag.
So, I usually, as you say, commandeer the stories.
But I'm your guest.
You're my guest, so batter in.
So, we went shopping, as you do, when you've no money. We were really just window shopping to see, where was it we were? The Siam Centre?
Aye.
Shopping centre. This big fancy shopping centre that we couldn't afford when we were in Thailand. And we were standing outside it with a map, because this was obviously before Google Maps and we had iPhones. And this couple started talking to us, and the woman was a lecturer in the uni or the college or something, and she could obviously tell we were inexperienced travellers and didn't have a clue where we were. And she said that you don't want to be shopping here, you should go to this place, wherever it is. I've got a tuk-tuk driver, he's one of our students, he can take you and get a nice fake designer handbag. And my wee ears lit up and we were going.
Two's were mugs.
And we were mugs. Don't trust strangers, guys. So we get in the tuk-tuk and she went and showed us on the map where we were going. We were going no such place. So we were going through Thailand, rapid pace. We thought we were going on an adventure, all excited. Then all of a sudden we realised we are not going where she told us we were going. We ended up down this wee lane, not a street light. Then they went and took us into a building which was definitely not a shopping centre. There was nobody about. They locked the door behind us.
There was only 2 doors, by the way.
We went up this wee narrow stairway, locked the door behind us again, and we were in this wee dark room. And then there was like a couple of tables that were just lit up, and they opened briefcases.
Oh, it was ridiculous.
With the worst fake watches I have ever seen in Thailand.
The worst wallets as well. Remember, it was like Nike, the brand with 3 stripes.
What? I think there was like lighters and things like that.
It was shit. It was just absolute shit.
Anyway, so the guy that had our hotel that told us that day, if you go in a tuk-tuk, you kind of really need to go with things, because people have disappeared, and gave us the fear of God. And then that day was that moment. We thought we were going to die, because we were like trapped in this room and like, yes, oh my god, we need to buy something, You're like, no, I'll be fine. I'm like, no, we need to buy something, we're going to die. And then this couple obviously get brought in. Also, they obviously thought they were mugs as well. So Christy thought this was our opportunity to leave. I still thought we should buy something, but he basically dragged me down the stairs.
I thought this was our opportunity to leave because the gentleman that walked in was American, and he looked like an American footballer. He was an absolute unit. And I was like, the time it takes them to wrestle him down to the ground, we are like whippets. We could get away here.
Well, you would like a whippet.
I wasn't. I just finished Quick Fit at the time, so I was Fat Chris.
I was Fat Laura. So we weren't like a whippet. We ran at a not bad pace back into our tuk-tuk, and the guy said, well, you want to go ping pong show? I'm like, definitely not, just take us to Khao San Road, we'll take you to the hotel. I'm like, no, Khao San Road.
Laura, what's a ping pong show?
We weren't going to a ping pong show either.
What is a ping pong show?
A ping pong show is where ladies eject things from their vagina. And I wasn't going to that either.
Okay then.
I've heard a lot of stories about them since then, about people getting absolutely ripped off their
Aye, true.
Maybe just as well.
We're in the tuk-tuk though.
Yeah, we were in the tuk-tuk and we just went back to Khao San Road.
So we flung money at the guy, and we were just like, just drive. And he drove, and he kept wanting to take us to our hotel because obviously he wanted to know where we lived.
Aye.
And we wouldn't let him. So we parked around the corner.
And we were feared for our life. We probably exaggerated things a wee bit and thought we were going to die.
No, we were going to die. That's a true story.
I still stand by that though. I still think we could have died.
Considering they locked the door behind us twice.
That doesn't happen in a package holiday.
It doesn't, but it happens in Bangkok. So that was our first adventure in Bangkok. From there, we then we left.
We travelled around Thailand and then we came back to Bangkok. It was a much nicer experience the second time because we'd actually lived on our own.
Yes.
For 5 weeks.
Yes.
Up until that point.
But
we grew up.
We went from there, and I think it was the happier times. We went from there, and
we went to Ayutthaya, which is like the old capital of Thailand. It's a wee bit like King Louis's Palace. It's all ruins and
trees.
Yeah.
But we were waiting, we got abandoned there, we waited in the train, and remember that? We were in this guy's living room on his dial-up internet, and he basically just set up a table,
awkward.
2 PCs, 2 tables and chairs, and he sat in his living room with him and his kids were like playing and making dinner and all that, and we were just sitting on the internet for about 4 hours, just playing. It was like buttons, it was like £1 an hour or something like that, wasn't it?
Aye, something like that.
It was ridiculous.
Then we got the night train up to Chiang Mai.
Yes. So Chiang Mai, I loved the night train because you loved the night train because the 3-course meal.
The food was great.
The food was great.
One of the best things about Thailand is definitely the
The
food.
food. Oh, the food.
I'd go back just for the food.
I'd go back for the massage. Which we'll get to. We'll get to that. I loved when we woke up going into Chiang Mai and it was the jungle, and you just opened your curtains and it was a jungle, and then from there we done. The hotels were lovely in Thailand, in Chiang Mai as well.
It was a really nice hotel.
And we ended
and
up,
the night market.
Night market.
Back to the food again.
Back to the food, yeah, red snapper every night, which is fish. And then we done a jungle trek, which it sounds great. Now, it sounds amazing.
Riding on an elephant. And
You get to go and see an elephants and you get to go and do this. But at the same point, you know how when you see the films when they're walking along the edge of a cliff and they're like shuffling along their back against it? We did that. We did that on that trip.
Aye, they really aren't big in health and safety in Thailand, and they had this like glamorous picture of where you would stay. You would stay in this hot outside with a waterfall beside it. Sleeping beside the waterfall just doesn't involve any sleeping at all.
No.
It's a horrible experience.
It was weird,
And
man.
then that hut that they got you to stay in didn't have a door. Our torch didn't work. There was definitely other animals in the room. Something definitely crawled over my legs.
And it wasn't me. So now we went, obviously from there we left there, we came back, and then we travelled about a bit more. We went to loads of places in Thailand. I mean, some of them were just basking holidays, like Krabi. We never done anything Krabi, we just sort of chilled out. Krabi surprisingly had so many Italian restaurants though as
They
well.
had the best pizza.
It was so good. But it was so random. We went from there, and then we went to Pee
Yeah.
Koh Phi Phi.
Koh Phi Phi.
First night.
That was my favourite place in
Aye, first night wasn't my favourite though. First night we got to Koh Phi Phi, we thought it would be ideal. We're like, we're going to get a hut on the beach. How romantic is that? A hut on the beach, we like open, like, there was no roof and you could get a shower, and it was going to be amazing. It was fucking ridiculous. It was hellish.
Aye, we realised very quickly that if you're going to get a hut, we needed aircon. We're Scottish.
Aye, but it was on a hut on a beach where
Aye.
they partied
Yeah.
like
A
all
beach
night.
party all night. We didn't sleep a big night.
Oh, it was
It's
horrendous. So we done that, but I like PP because it was my birthday in PP.
Yeah. And so we went and splashed out and spent £20 a night instead of
Yes.
a tenner a night, and got this really nice hotel overlooking the whole of PP that had an infinity pool, and they put fresh flowers in your room every day, and that was the day that Michael Jackson died.
It was. It was the day also. Well, it's the day also. Laura nearly got me one of the best massages I've ever had. Do you want me to tell that one?
I go on. It was an accident.
It was a fucking brilliant accident. So basically, it was my birthday. Flying about in the pool, burnt my shoulders. So that night, Laura says, "Look, go take you for something nice to eat because it's your birthday, and because you burnt your shoulders." When I was out earlier, there's a massage place down the road, and they do aloe vera massages. They're the best ones for burnt. When you burn sunburns. Great. So off we went down to this massage place, and we went in, and the girl looked at us and she went, like, "Can I help you?" And I was like, we were like, "Yeah, massage for the two of us." And she looked and she's like, "Two? Like you and her?" And we're like, "Oh," and she's like, "Okay." She's like, "If you just strip down your underwear and lie in these beds." Now, I thought it was a bit bizarre that all the women had wee numbers on them.
I really can't remember this, but I think
that
it must have just been really naive.
So I was getting changed, Laura was getting changed, and this guy coming in and he's like buttoning his collar and that, and he looked at us like totally random. Again, still didn't click on. I was like, what the fuck's his problem? Anyway, lay in the bed, right? Laura was lying right beside me. There was no curtains between us, so I was in the bed, she's in the bed. this lassie gets on top and she just starts massaging that, and then she runs her hand right up.
I had the same experience.
And I was like...
I got me by a fright.
I was like, whoa! And then I turned around and then Laura looked at me.
Beside him going...
And I was like, what? And Laura's like, massage!
That is
just
that
a
is the kind of
massage!
massage I've ever had.
And the girl was like, oh, just massage? And we're like, yes. She's like, aha, just massage.
Yeah.
Then we had a really good massage.
We realised, like, when we were lying there, that they were standing outside touting for business, the ones that weren't actually massaging.
So nearly got a happy ending.
Definitely the wrong place.
Nearly. I mean, thanks very much, Laura. It was a great
birthday.
That was a great birthday. Random.
You're not getting that this year.
I'm not getting that this year. Well, you never know, Laura. I mean,
I'll bake you a cake.
Okay. Right, so it's worth a try. Anyway, in PP, that is where they filmed
The beach.
The beach with famous actor Leonardo DiCaprio. Now we decided to visit there on probably the worst day ever. It was torrential.
It was definitely monsoon season.
It was ridiculous.
That was another day when nearly died, 100%.
And they put us in this wee boat. They went, would you like to go and see the beach where Leonardo DiCaprio was? And we're like, oh yeah, that sounds amazing.
But that was everywhere. Can you remember, even in the restaurants when you were getting your dinner, they were filming, they were playing the beach.
Aye, everywhere playing the beach.
On DVD that night. So you could watch the beach while eating your dinner.
And that's who we were like, aye, let's go for it, man. We went out, and that's where we met our mate Claire, who lives in
Kirlick.
Law. Totally random. We met her, we didn't know her by this point, but we met her over there. And they put us in this boat, and this boat was falling apart, drove us right out, torrential rain, thunderstorms, out in this boat. And they were like, now you need to, they stopped, and they went, oh, it's too rough, you need to swim from the boat to the island. And I'm not the strongest of swimmers. So Laura, Scuba Steve, jumped in the water, off she went. I sat there and I was like, nah, you're alright. And then he was like, you'll be here for a couple of hours. And I was like, oh, fuck off. And then I was just sitting there and I was sitting in the boat with this lassie and I was like, oh, I've not really got much chat for her. I was like, oh, fuck it. And I just put on, there was a set of goggles and a life jacket. Now, I say life jacket very, very loosely. It was a waistcoat with some sponges. And I jumped in the water and I went, bugger it. I'm just going to go for this. Swam over and then we've seen it. Beach, absolutely. It was totally worth it. I'm glad we've done it because you said to me the other day that you don't think people can go on it anymore.
Yeah, I think tourists have wrecked it. There's something about that I don't think you're actually allowed to go to Maya Bay anymore.
But crying to see. Done that. That was us. Went to PP. Nearly got a happy ending. Nearly died. I mean, it was... but do you know what? Win-win situation. So we went from there and then we went to
Krabi because we had to get a new camera because we wrecked the camera on that dodgy boat ride. Then we went to Koh Phangan and we went to the full moon party. If you've not been to a full moon, no, you can go full moon party, you can go half moon party.
We went to
something
half moon.
else. No, we went to full moon.
You went to full moon and then there was a jungle party or something like that.
Aye, there was. I think they just have a party all the time in Koh Phangan.
You just get pished.
Aye, I can't really remember much about it.
No.
I remember getting like, see your bucket and spade, you get a bucket, half bottle of vodka, and this dodgy Red Bull stuff that they tell you not to put in because it's illegal, but they give you anyway. So
aye, so basically we were staying there in a big Thai. It was a Thai boxing training camp where we were. Remember?
Aye, because there was a wee Thai boxing. The guy beside us that's what he was there for.
Aye, it was a big Russian. He was Russian, that boy. And he was acting me, oh, do not drink the Red Bull. I've had like a 2-day hangover and I don't get hang. And see, to be fair, if a Russian's telling you that, I was like, fair play, mate. But we went to the full moon party, partied away, Louis paint on, everything. Now,
the full travelling experience.
There is a lot of people out their tits at the parties to the point where...
Aye, there was loads of people with broken legs everywhere. Because to get about Koh Phangan, you had to have a moped.
We hired a moped.
We hired a moped because initially we were at the other side of the island and we had to get to Hadrin. And where we stayed was like dash end of nowhere, wasn't it?
It was.
We went and hired a moped, which you basically had to fill up with ginger, wasn't it? It wasn't. I don't even think it was petrol.
I don't know what it was, but we drove it, and do you know what?
Anyway, we didn't have a clue what we were doing, because any time we would go up a hill, I had to jump off.
And no power in it. We were going up a hill, and I'm like, Laura, off you go.
We just didn't know how to work it.
But see, when you think about
I
it,
think it was just fear.
we drove with that whole island, not a fucking clue where we were going, and just jumping about, stopping at places, having a beer,
But we
jumping
didn't
back
break
in
your
the
legs,
moped.
because I always see these people with broken legs everywhere.
I'll always remember the filming party had a first aid section, right? But it was like cornered off, and see what they done is you just went in there.
It was like a war camp. Everybody had, like, there was blood pouring down people's faces and all that.
Aye, but they just put you in recovery position, and see when you woke back up and you were like, fucking fresh as a daisy, they just sort of tapped you back on to go and party, and you sort of went and partied back again. Everybody's partying in the sea, sitting with your bucket and spade, and you're just sitting drinking constantly.
I remember just being in the sea, absolutely wrecked.
Smashed, man.
With my dress on and all that. I can't really remember much about it.
Blazing.
To be totally honest.
So Thailand.
That is disaster written all over it, by the way.
It is.
In the sea, absolutely smashed. Nobody watching you.
I know. Anyway, amazing. So that was Thailand. Thailand was brilliant. We loved Thailand. We could talk about it for hours. The food, unbelievable. Once you've had Thai food, I think that's you. You want it again. Really good beer.
You could never really get Thai food as good as that anywhere else. It was good. In fact, actually Australia had good Thai food. But apart from that, we've never really had actual Thai food.
No. The memories. Laura, I've got a beautiful Thai story to tell you now.
Have you been researching?
I've been researching. So what I'm going to plan and do is with the podcast. Now, as I say, we record our journal. We record it all the way through our travelling. So I'd love to bring Laura back on. She's passed the test. I think she did very well. And I'd bring her back on. Because she's the only one I can bring back on. No, actually, no, because Andy and Helen live down south. We'll bring her back on and we can tell more stories. But what I'd like to do is, see every time you're on, see for every single place we've been, I'd like to tell you a wee story. Maybe you don't know, but I've started researching more. And I want to tell wee random short stories with metaphors at the end of it. I thought that'd be quite cool. Because I want to do these with the podcast as well, but I feel if I can tell more and more stories, it's going to build up my bank of knowledge of stories. So
with a moral of the story at the end of it.
A moral of the story, exactly, a moral of the story. Would you like to hear this one?
Go on.
Yes! I'm glad you said that, because if you said no, we would have been fucked. So, so I recorded this all on my iPad, by the way. Now this is a Thai folktale, right? I've not really changed it much, right? I've just sort of kept it the way it is, because I think it's nice and short and it's all good. Right, you ready for this? Right. So this Thai folktale is all about a wee monkey.
What's his name?
Fuck off, I've not got a name for the monkey yet. Bob, we'll call him Bob. Because basically the first toy we bought Sophia, the stuffed teddy, was a wee monkey, and we called it Bob.
Right. I think Lucia stole that.
Aye. Right. Once there was a clever monkey that enjoyed outwitting people and profiting from them. Thus one day the monkey got a thorn in its tail and went to the barber and asked him to remove the thorn. The barber took his razor, brought it out, and he took the thorn away. But at the same time, it cut a bit of the monkey's tail off. Hence, the monkey was furious and asked the barber to give him his razor as compensation. The barber did as he demanded, and the monkey was happy that he'd made a score. I thought it did random, this had made a score. Like, this is actually took from like a Thai page, because obviously I'm fluent in Thai and I converted it. No, I'm kidding, no, it was just a Thai folktale. Anyway, on the monkey's way home, he met an old woman who was cutting firewood. The witty monkey offered her to use his razor to cut the wood. The old woman gladly accepted the offer, but soon the razor broke. Hence the monkey was enraged and demanded that the woman should give him half of the firewood in consideration of the broken razor. Smart wee monkey, isn't it? Shortly afterwards, the monkey met another old woman. I feel he's got a bit of a thing going here. He seems to be like totally bumping old women here. Met another old woman who was preparing fish cakes by her fire. Since her firewood was nearly exhausted, the monkey offered her his firewood. The old woman gladly accepted the offer. But after the firewood was used, the monkey then said that he demanded all her fish cakes in place of his firewood. He's a wee dick, isn't he?
I do like a fish cake though.
I love a fish cake. Happy and amused, the clever monkey ran off with his fish cakes. However, the smell of the fish cakes attracted some dogs who eventually assaulted the monkey. This scared the monkey and he left the fish cakes behind and jumped in a tree to find shelter from the dogs. Thus, in this tale, this Thai folktale, the clever monkey finally got away empty-handed, and the dogs feasted on his delicious fish cakes. Now, the moral of the story is, you ready for it?
Mm-hmm.
Which I think is quite good. People who cheat others out of their what is rightfully theirs will eventually lose everything themselves.
Mm-hmm. Because the fish cake's one of his anyway.
The fish cake's one of his. Cheeky wee bastard.
And the razor obviously wasn't that good.
None of it was his. I know. So there you go. So that was my wee random story for Thailand.
Quite like that wee story.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Well, Laura, thank you very much for being my guest today on episode 2.
You're very welcome.
I know. It was very nice. Now, what I'm planning on doing is, with my guest, you're my first one obviously,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to start asking you some questions, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's very unfiltered. Why? Because I do like my coffee. And this is unfiltered. We're not really editing it. It just goes with the flow.
Mm-hmm.
We don't edit it because it gives me more work and I can't be fucked. So we just go with it. So what's your favourite coffee? What type of coffee do you like?
I would like a skinny cappuccino. I don't like any kind of flavouring and vanilla and hazelnut and all of that.
No sweetener, no sugar?
No sweetener, no sugar. But I do like a pumpkin spice latte at Halloween.
Okay, right, cool. Pizza. Now, this is, see for me, this is the decider whether I actually just drop kick you off this couch or no. I know.
But you know what I
Ro-
like?
I know
That's why
what
you
you
married
like.
me. I don't like pineapple on a pizza, which is why you married me.
Yep.
I like just a plain cheese. But if I'm going to be adventurous, I do like mushrooms and peppers on a pizza, pepperoni. I'm not really that fussy. I like parma ham and rocket on a pizza.
Oh, there we go. I like it.
Mm.
It's fine. This is where I'm
I like really anything other than pineapple.
Very good choices.
I don't like chicken. Chicken dries out.
I'm not a big chicken pizza fan. What's your favourite film? I
What's
know
the
that's it
favourite
anyway.
films? I love The Colour Purple.
Oh,
I love Forrest Gump.
Mm.
And I don't know. I like all the girly classics like Dirty Dancing and Pretty Women and all that.
The shite ones.
I don't know.
Right.
Classics.
This is one you're not expecting, right?
Yeah.
There's a DeLorean, right?
Right.
I am Doc. You are Marty McFly. We can go wherever in time, forward, backward, wherever you want to go. Where would you go? And
Back.
what period would you go?
To any time.
We're probably going to go. We're only going back to the future. We can't go forward. Where would you go back in time?
Back.
It can be anywhere, at any time, any situation, anything at all. Engines running, Laura. Come on.
This is giving me a hard question. I think I would like to go back to like Gone with the Wind times with like the big dresses and when there was like no technology and all that, just simpler times.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. Is that film?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yes. So there you go. Now, thank you very much, Laura. We've done now. I hopefully you've enjoyed that. You've got your story. You've heard a wee bit about our travelling. And episode 3 will probably be me and my Todd again. And then we may get another guest on. We may bring Laura back on. We'll see how this episode does. If it
See if anybody actually likes me.
Aye, see if it bombs, man. You're not getting back on. But thank you very much for staying tuned and joining in.
Sophia next time.
Oh God, we'll be here for about 50 minutes. Thank you for staying tuned or joining us on FERRI Unfiltered episode 2 with my beautiful guest and wife, Laura.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to us, and I love you all. Stay positive, stay focused, and stay away from pineapple pizza.
Alright, definitely.
Love you.